Hello and welcome, friends. When I posted my status on Facebook a couple of days ago, many of you showed concern, love, and support. I'm so glad that I have so many people like you around me to stand for me. And I'm so glad that I can talk about something that could happen to anyone, like creators like me. Even if you are just an ordinary user, many creators should know how Facebook fan pages can be hacked, even the secured accounts. My intent to share this video with you all is to spread an awareness about the Facebook scam, and many other things that happens on a daily basis when using social media. Facebook was not just the only reason that I was going through a really tough time, but a few other things happened at the same time. My Facebook fan page got hacked on February 12th. Can you imagine? February 14 is the Valentine Day, and we besties decided to celebrate Valentine Day, and I took the responsibility to prepare a few food items. I didn't want to spoil the moment that I could spend with my friends, so I kept hiding what I was going through. Trust me, I felt like crying, but I smiled. I felt like falling apart, but I held myself so tight, throughout this whole entire time that I was going through. But before that, let me talk about the short story, because Facebook scam is a really long story that I would like to share everything with the screenshots and everything, like how I dealt with the situation, how I got my account back and all that. But before that, like I met with an auto accident and I ended up into the hospital for the checkups to make sure everything is okay, because I got a little jerk in my neck. Since my auto accident story is going to be short, I'm going to talk about that first. Every week, 5 days of the week, I make 4 trips on the same route to pick up my boys, basically to their school. So just as usual, last Friday, which is like February 21st, I was going to the same route again to pick up my elder son Drew, and I was waiting on an intersection for the green signal. One of the car bend my van from the back. I mean, obviously, I would be just looking at the front because I'm just waiting for the green signal. And so, um, the car hit so hard that the car that crashed into my car, the the windshield broke for the other car. My car was just fine, nothing much happened to my car, because it's a big van. So that's the reason I love to drive big car. So, and I was okay too, but then because the car hit so hard, I got like kind of a jerk, I could say, around my neck. And so my for a moment, actually, I was completely lost what's happening around. I had sort of concussion, that moment, and I was lost what's happening. And then as soon as I realized it was time for me to move, because the traffic started moving as the signal turned green. So obviously I had to pull my car on the side, because I need to see what happened to my car from the back, whether any damage or anything. So I pulled my car on the side, and the guy that hit my car started following the other traffic that was going. So I'm like, what this guy is doing? Probably he's gonna pull in front of me. That's what I thought at first. But then he just started running away. So the people that were there, they tried to stop, they honked, but that car just zoomed and went away. But because he was just moving slowly with the traffic, my husband always taught me one thing, that keep on taking pictures of the stuff that you find unusual or kind of suspicious and all that. So I'm like, okay, let me take the picture of the tag at least, so because I cannot remember things easily, especially when it comes to the number and letters and all that. I quickly took the picture of the tag of that car. And literally he just zoomed and ran away, didn't care about the other people they were trying to stop, because obviously if there are people that saw the things happening, and then there must be something with this guy, whether he was driving the car without license or the insurance or something. The car was really old, um, rusty, and kind of later we found out it was from 95 model. But that guy just ran away. So it was basically like hit and run um, crime. Usually when the car accident happens, both of the parties or any cars involved in any accident has to stop, pull on the side and stuff like that. And it is okay, things happen. I mean, like, there's nothing to run away from this kind of situations, because who knows, if the other person in a car is almost dying, one cannot just live like that. These days people text and drive, use phone and drive and all that. Things like this happens easily because of the careless drivers. And sometimes it may happen even if your whole attention is on the road and on driving, things may still happen. So it's not like that it's a big mistake that one has made. Just learn to accept the mistakes, and then things get actually better that way. And one can sort out actually things easily by accepting the mistakes. The only thing left for me is to call police and report everything. So I reported everything, and then since my back and the neck was hurt a little bit, I wanted to make sure that everything is good, because when it comes to neck, I don't want to take any risk. So um, the police said that if I want to go to the hospital, and this is the case number that I can use. So I went to the hospital, and waited like almost about 5-6 hours. um, Everything was normal, nothing was broke. That was the good news. But the bad news was that the back was, because of that hard jerk, the back was a little um, the muscles were like stressed or strained. That's what they told. And wrote me the prescriptions, like heavy dose prescriptions for the pain, if it gets worse or something. So I didn't take the medicine anyway, because I usually try to deal with the situation, deal with the pain as much as I can. I wait until I can tolerate. So, because last time when I took one of the muscle relaxing, like called Flexeril, just one single 5 milligram of tablet, I couldn't wake up for 4 days. So the lady goes, I mean, I told the story to her, and the lady goes, you can just, half or quarter a day. So I'm like, okay. So just say okay to everything, and then just came home around 10 o'clock at night.